Yes, hi there. These comments are for Kinan, and I am Michael Buckoff, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the TOEFL online course, the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. So let's take a look at what you said on my homepage. So you say, I did the TOEFL test twice. I got 35. I need 80 for my college and my test. After 17 days, how can I improve? Now, I'm not sure exactly if I'm getting this right. I think that you might be saying that you want to improve your test. You have a test in 17 days. You want to get 80. Now, to go from 35 to 80 in 17 days is just not very likely. I'll be honest with you. Now, I do have a plan for you, and I do have some suggestions. So let's take a look at what you can do. Okay, let's say that this is the TOEFL preparation plan for Kinan. All right, so there is a saying in American culture that says Rome was not built in a day, which means you can't build or you cannot have advanced academic English proficiency, in 1 or 2 weeks, not even a month. It's going to take you some time based on your score, right? So here's what we want to do right now. Okay, I want to give you a plan for the first 3 months and then a plan for the next 3 months, right? Okay, so for the first 3 months, I have really 3 recommendations. You want to read each day for about 45 minutes. This is very, very important. Now also, you want to listen to news, history, science, documentary, programs. I think this is also going to be important. Now, in either case, okay, whether you're listening in, hold on a minute here. Let me put this in. I'm going to do WordPad. I don't like how some of these programs try to change all the formatting for me. Okay, so when you're reading, you can focus on magazines, newspapers, and longer books. Now, in either case, whether you're doing the reading or the listening, you should focus on note-taking. That means you want to take down the main points and the supporting points of these reading and listening passages. This is very important. Now, you can also use your notes to orally summarize the reading and listening passages. This is very, very important. I think this is also helpful. And another one is use your notes to write a summary of the reading and listening passages. This is very, very important. So what you're doing here is, of course, in this case, you're practicing the TOEFL integrated speaking, And then in the latter case, of course, you're doing the writing. You see what we're saying? Now, this is kind of a methodical thing. This is going to be hard for you in the beginning. But if you keep practicing, you'll get better. You'll get better at paraphrasing. You get better at summarizing. You get better at your note-taking. And my recommendation is, as you're doing the reading, this really is about, I'm going to say the same thing here. So listen to 45 minutes of news, history, science, and documentary programs. You want to read 45 minutes, magazines, newspapers, and longer books. So just both of those things together, that's about an hour and a half. And then if you practice with the note-taking and the oral and the written summaries, that'll give you a full 2 hours right there. So for your first 3 months, you want to make sure that you do both the reading and the listening practice exercises I'm suggesting here. Now, what materials should you use? You choose the materials that you want to read. You choose the materials you want to listen to. Ideally, you can use TV programs, radio programs for the listening, and then for the reading, you can either do the internet or you can find newspapers and magazines and also longer books. So this is very, very important. So these two things you want to start doing every day for the next 90 days. I think that's very, very important because you're trying to build your exposure. Okay, so let's look at your whole plan now. So your TOEFL plan reading and listening practice daily for 2 hours. This is very, very important. Now, for the second thing. Now, 1 hour daily. How about this? Practice 1 hour daily at my online TOEFL course. And these are for the first 90 days, right? So I recommend for you vocabulary, pronunciation, and grammar. So we'll say month 1, 2, and 3. This is for your first 3 months. So your TOEFL plan here is reading and listening practice daily for 2 hours, practice 1 hour daily at my online TOEFL course with an emphasis on vocabulary, pronunciation, and grammar. So that's what you're doing for the first 90 days. Now, the main thing is, I'm not sure how long it will take you, but you want to make sure you finish all of my vocabulary lessons. That includes mastery of my 1,700 TOEFL words. You want to complete all pronunciation exercises and make sure you complete all the grammar areas of my course, especially grammar lesson number 7, Kinan. Make sure you go through all of the lessons, especially grammar lesson 7. And in that lesson, that's going to give you a lot of editing practice, practice with punctuation, word choice, sentence style, mechanics, everything that you need for your writing and your speaking. Now, once you've done this, we'll get into what's called month 3, 4, 5. Actually, 4, 5, and 6. So once we get into the months 4, 5, and 6, We'll do the same thing here. You want to continue. Do not stop the reading and the listening practice. This is absolutely critical for your academic English language proficiency development. Now here, so you want to practice 1 hour daily at my online TOEFL course with an emphasis now on reading, listening, writing, and speaking. Okay, so we got it. I think we have it here. So I think this plan is going to work for you. So month 1, 2, and 3, reading and listening practice daily for 2 hours. Don't forget, you want to make sure that you're using your notes to orally summarize the reading and the listening practice passages. You also want to use your notes to write a summary of the reading and listening passages. Very, very important. And you have your plan for month 1, 2, and 3. What you're doing is you're going to my online TOEFL course. You'll be focusing on the vocabulary, pronunciation, and grammar. Then once you get to month 4, 5, and 6, you again do the same reading and listening practice. Then you do 1 hour daily with an emphasis on reading, listening, writing, and speaking. So you kind of have to schedule in the time. You might pick one day during the week you'll focus on reading, another day you'll focus on listening, another day writing, another day speaking, then the next day you'll go back to reading again. You see what I'm saying? Remember that my online course, Kinan, I have over 630 lessons to help you build your vocabulary, your pronunciation, your grammar, your reading, listening, writing, and speaking areas. You can get better in time. You will get better. A little bit of practice each day will make a very big difference in your academic English language proficiency. Now, one thing that you might want to do is maybe after the first 3 months, if you want, you can take one of my full-length IBT practice tests. It's the whole thing. It's exactly like the TOEFL exam. It'll simulate the conditions, the testing, the materials, and you will get scores in the speaking and the writing. And I will evaluate all 6 of your speaking and both of your writing tasks after you complete that full-length test. So if you do that after the first 3 months, that'll kind of give you an idea where you are. And then after the 6th month, you can take one more full-length practice test again to see your score. And then that'll let you know if you're ready, to take the TOEFL. Because the TOEFL exam, of course, is going to cost you about $200, and I'm trying to help you save a little money here. So my goal is your goal. I'm trying to show you a plan that can help you score higher than 80 on the TOEFL IBT. Unfortunately, it's going to take work. And remember that I will be your online tutor. Anytime you have a question, you simply need to email me. Now, all of your lessons are self-study. You don't have to meet with me in real time. You can study my vocabulary, my pronunciation, my grammar, listening, reading, writing, and speaking lessons whenever you want, whenever you have time. And all of your practice tests will be automatically scored. And in the case of the pronunciation, speaking, and writing, those practice tests will be scored either by me or by one of my IBT writing and speaking specialists, and we'll get you back results in about 24 hours. All right? So that's pretty much it. So in the conclusion of this video, I want to wish you a Happy New Year for 2014, because that's exactly what it will be tomorrow. So I'm doing this video on December 31st. But anyway, Happy New Year to you. I hope that this video has given you a good plan to show you how you can improve your academic English language proficiency. So, if you're not afraid to work hard, I'm telling you, you can get better. I have helped thousands and thousands of students just this year. Think about that. And I've been teaching TOEFL since 1994, so I have a very good idea of what it takes to help you make the results that you seek. All right? And again, Happy New Year to you and all the best to your high-scoring TOEFL success.